What's up, everybody? It's your boy Team Vandy, back at it again with another video. Today we are starting a new series called Top 10 with TV. I got my boys in the building. Harold, raise your hand. There you go. Do something. My boy is at the bottom. So the way this is going to work is we have picked a topic, or I have picked a topic, and they don't know. All they know is the topic. They don't know who I'm going to choose for the topic or whatever. So I have 10 people, and we're going to rank those 10 people. All right? So I guess we can go ahead and get started. So with the first person on my list is Denzel Washington. Now,
I knew you got to put in on that.
I mean, yeah. He's probably the most influential actor of our generation, because you got to think he's been in movies way before all of us were born. But since we've been born, you got like Training Day, like John Q, even like The Equalizer. If you like move it up, bro. So like, I don't know. But at the same time, it's early. So do we want to start out with one and have to like knock him down? Or do
we can re-rank, but I really just don't see you coming with anybody more fire than Denzel. And the only person I can personally think of, I know for a fact you don't name him because he just is that guy. He'd be a close second, but I don't know if I could put him over Denzel personally.
What do you think it is? Are you just pausing right now?
Oh, snap. My bad. I thought you said what? Oh, my bad. I thought you were asking.
Really, he froze. Like I thought it's him.
I thought it's
still. I was ready. I thought you were talking to Harold for some reason. All right, cool. I mean, it's Denzel. I'm trying to sit here and think like anybody else.
He gave his inner Denzel.
I have one other person I could possibly think of. Maybe two, but
okay.
I want to hear the rest of the list first.
Okay, so with that said, where do we want to place him to start out with? Do we want to put him at one? Knock it down? All right, cool. I'm with that. So
yeah,
at number one right now is Denzel Washington, the GOAT for a lot of us, especially if you're black. He's probably the GOAT in your house. So. So the second person I have on my list is Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool. What was the name of that movie he did with Sandra Bullock? The Proposal.
Yeah.
Super good. Let's see. I mean, Green Lantern was trash, but that was some butt. I mean, he had some misses, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's not.
I'm iffy about Ryan Reynolds. I'm iffy about him.
Well, you said that.
He's a good actor, but then like every single time I like, except for Deadpool.
Yeah.
Every single time I watch his movies, I never leave like wanting more. Like when I see Denzel movies, I'm just like, damn, I need to watch another Denzel movie. But like when I watch this movie, I'm just like, yeah, that's our movie. Except for Deadpool. Deadpool, I was like, run it back.
Okay. I mean, see that's
not like Green Lantern. Green Lantern is trash.
Green Lantern is trash to me, but I feel like
I can't sell Denzel has a trash movie. That's why he's nowhere near Denzel.
No, yeah, I agree with that. But for me, I think Deadpool kind of went into, since there was two of them, cancels out Green Lantern. I think we can just throw that away and just think about that as, he missed that one. It happens. LeBron missed two. You know what I'm saying? So. That's my thing. What do you think about Ryan Reynolds, Harold?
Yeah, I got Ryan Reynolds at a smooth 10. Got to be the most mediocre.
The bottom? Oh,
wow. He's just like, I just haven't seen anything from him, like Iz said, where I'm like, damn, I want to go back and watch his movie again.
Exactly.
Another movie acted in, because he did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if he played maybe if Green Lantern was under Marvel, because really the problem is that DC sucks at making movies, and Marvel doesn't. So personally, I think it's more so
the people making it, like kind of like you say, like a system. Like if you were as a quarterback, or point guard, like the system makes it, not him. He just is good for what his spot, his role.
Solid in his movie roles. Like I wouldn't say his acting is terrible where I'm like throwing him off the screen, but the roles that
I was gonna say I won't put him at 10 though. I won't put him at 10, but he's at 8. I'll give him an 8.
So that's a good one. Where do we want to start him out at? You know, we can move him up and down, like I said. But where do we want to start him at?
He is between 10 and 8 for me.
It's not?
Because I stand pretty firm on 10 because I see you naming 9 other people better than him. Really 8 because we already got Denzel at 1. So
I can see that as well. But do we want to just start him out at 9 since it said 8 through 10 and you said 10? We just start him out at 9.
You got the
that's cool.
What you got?
We can knock him down. I feel like we should put it where we can knock people down rather than put people up. I feel like it's gonna be harder to knock people. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Anyway.
Except for him, I don't think so, but we'll see.
All right, next on the list, Idris Elba. He's been in. He is a different one because he's been in a lot of like action movies. He's had some comedy roles. He was in 2K this past year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Wait. How'd you say his last name? Is it? I thought Idris like Alba or something.
Elba. Yeah.
Elba. Yeah. Man, he's probably top 5 to me. He's top 5.
I mean, yeah.
No. See, I can't say that. See, I can't say that too early though. He's iffy to me.
Thor. You got Thor. He was in Avengers at one point.
Those are like side roles
though. Let's see.
I think he honestly gets a lot of hype because he's a British black guy with the accent and he's good looking. Like I think that's where all his hype comes from. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a terrible actor by chance, but again, the same thing with Ryan Reynolds. I don't see him.
Whoa,
I can't recall a film other than like that dude. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen Dark Tower either to make that assumption. That's the.
Now he did play. I forgot about this. He did play Nelson Mandela, and he also was in Beast of No Nation, which was an amazing movie. So I feel like I'm with Iz on this one. He in Luther. I don't know if y'all watched Luther. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I watched all the seasons, but I've seen episodes of it. Just guessing.
Yeah.
But I'm with Iz. I feel like he should be like.
I would put him at like 6 or 7. I won't put him like super far down, but I definitely think.
Okay.
I can respect 7. I can respect 7. 6. I can respect 6.
That's what I was gonna say. 6. All right, cool. And we can move him up and move him down.
Yeah, he's at 6. Obviously. We got Denzel at 1, and then we got Reynolds at
So the recap, I'll do a recap every 3. So the recap, we got Denzel.
Oh, cool.
Denzel Washington is number 1. We have Idris at 6 and Ryan Reynolds at number 9. And next on the list is somebody I think is going to make this real interesting. Tom Hardy. Now, do y'all know who I know you know who Tom Hardy is, but do you know him just like off rip if I just said his name?
I know. He was it Warrior that he played in?
Do you not know who I'm talking about?
Nope.
All right, I'm gonna make it real easy for you, bro. He was Bane.
Really?
Yes. So
listen, good roles. Was it Warrior that I'm thinking of, where he played like a teacher and his twin brother was a fighter, and then they end up fighting in like a UFC fight? Is that what? Is that?
Yeah. He was in that. He was also in Inception. He was also in Dunkirk. Like I said, he played Bane in The Dark Knight Rises.
No. Oh, was he in Fantastic Four?
He was not in Fantastic Four. He was
not in Fantastic Four. I don't believe.
That was Chris Evans. That's Captain America.
Yeah. That's right. But he's had some really. I feel like his roles are one of those where you change completely, bro. Like he was in Venom too. He's I forgot he was Venom.
Yeah, he's Venom.
Bro, like his roles, bro, are crazy. Like Bane.
Oh shit, he was Venom?
Yeah. Like, bro, he was Venom and Bane. He was Venom and Bane, bro. And you couldn't probably.
He was swole as Bane.
Bro, what?
So what I'll say is that, like, for him, and this is kind of like the same thing with Idris, he hadn't had one of those movies where it's just a
amazing
a phenomenal piece of work to where he was an actor. Like he's played great roles. Obviously, like, because Bane was a badass, you know, and so.
Well, I haven't seen.
He was a phenomenal actor. That's all it is. Like, I believe he got some solid acting skills though. Like I would put him probably like somewhere around that 6-7 range as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Man, I'm over here thinking like, so I know he is now, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here trying to debate: is he better than Reynolds or not? I think Idris is better.
Oh yeah.
He's clearly not touching. He's not touching top 5 for me for sure. But I'm
Personally,
debating whether he's 10 or 9 or 8.
he's better than Reynolds to me.
Personally, for me, I would put him at where Idris is now. I move Idris up to 5 because, bro, Bane and Venom right there off rip, just two great. You
have me for Venom. You got me for Venom.
What do you mean? He was better.
No. Like me personally, I think he was better as Venom than he was Bane. That's just me. That's just when I watched both those movies. I'm like sitting here thinking about it. I was like, I really like Venom because I thought he was good in Venom. Bane, don't get me wrong though. He was good in Bane. He was dope as Bane. Like he was a great actor right there. But I just feel like Venom was probably better than Bane.
He was also in Inception too. I forgot about that. I always forget about that.
You said
Inception, and Inception is one of my favorite movies too.
So yeah, he was is this Eames or Ames? I forgot how you say his name, but he was in there as well. But yeah, so where we wanna put him at?
I'll say 7. Me personally, I'll say 7. But you said 6, and you dropped that. Yeah, I'll say 7.
What do you say? Harold?
I'm going with the 7 range.
Okay.
I'm going 7 because I don't want to move Idris just yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave Idris where he at 6 and put him at 7 just to see how we gonna move along this line.
All right.
All right, cool. All right, so next on the list. Next on the list, we're gonna go with Michael B. Jordan. Now,
I like Michael B. Jordan a lot. And I don't know if you've seen that movie Just Mercy. I watched it last week.
I heard it's really good.
He and Jamie did a phenomenal job. And I kind of hope you mentioned Jamie because I really like Jamie. But he's so young in his acting career, and he's done a phenomenal job from Just Mercy to Creed. He acted his butt off in that. Did really well in Black Panther as Killmonger. And there's been a couple other ones that he's been in that
he was also in 2K. Don't forget that. He was also just as young in 2K. Yeah. Great sidekick. I agree.
I'll put him at 5.
I'm putting him at 5 for now.
Look, I'll say this. He started out with Fruitvale Station. That was the first movie first time I really ever kind of heard of him or anything.
Fruitvale Station. Which one is that? Is that the superhero one?
No, it's the one where what?
Sorry, he had one movie out where he had him and his friends, whatever, got powers and stuff like that.
No, well, he was in Fantastic Four. I think you're talking about somebody totally different.
No. I swear I'm talking about him because that's where I first saw his movie. This is a minute ago.
Well, actually, I take that back. That's a lot. The first time I saw him in anything was Friday Night Lights, the TV show. I don't know if any of y'all watched that, but in the later season, Friday Night Lights, he was in that, and he did do a really good job. And then Fruitvale Station was his first big thing, and he's had some movies I like.
Breakout.
He's had some movies I like that Awkward Moment. I enjoy. It's like a little rom-com, but it's one of them that's funny. Creed,
that was hilarious.
Yeah, Creed was here's my thing about it.
Don't say okay.
No, it was. And you know what? I'm going out there. Creed was okay, and here's why I say it was okay.
Because it's Rocky all over again. That's why.
Yes, it's the same movie, bro. It's Rocky. Was it 1 that he fought Drago, or 4 that he fought Drago?
It's hard to keep up. So my thing is that even though it was the exact same thing as Rocky, I just really liked his acting in it. You can when he acts, you can see it, his passion behind it. He's one of those people that has really good things. And I think right now he's only number 5 because he had been in the game, but 5 years?
Yeah, that's where I guess now, based on the list that we have, I would honestly have to put Idris above him at 5. And here's why I say that. to me, it's just like he's a great actor, but he never what's the word? He never like not necessarily wows me, but I'm just like how you were saying for Ryan Reynolds, you're like, ooh, I want more. I just am like, oh, this is a good movie. Like,
okay, I can see that. I can see that.
It was.
But see, my thing with Idris though, have you ever like watched an Idris movie and you're just like, you just really didn't like that movie?
Not really.
Were you not even just like not just didn't like it, but were you just like, I guess it was all right.
I mean, I'm sure there's movies of Idris's that when I watched them, I was like, okay, it's a good movie, but I wouldn't watch it again or like.
Boom. So that right there, that's why I wouldn't pick him over Michael B. Jordan, because every Michael B. Jordan movie I've seen, I've never walked away like, it was all right. Like I was always just like, dang, he did a really good job.
I feel that. I just think like for the movies that he's in, like Black Panther, for example, he did a great job, but he wasn't the lead, and it was just kind of like, Creed literally is Rocky all over again, bro. It's the same movie. And the thing is, the crazy. I love Rocky way more than I love Creed.
Yeah, for sure.
Because so if I'm gonna watch a movie and it's the same movie, it's just they flip kind of change the script a little bit where Rocky's a trainer and he's Apollo's son.
But Vandy, did he do bad?
He didn't do bad, but it wasn't like he didn't do bad. But when I watch Rocky, I'm like, yeah, go work out. Man.
Oh yeah, because that's like that's a classic.
It's never like normally the sequels are never as good as the original.
Yeah.
But with the Avenger movies, because each Avengers got better, I felt like the Avengers.
I feel like those are sequels, though. I feel like that's a different.
Yeah, those like the way they did Avengers 2, how like they try to bring everything together. It was like different on different planes.
I feel like I feel like we should come up with another word for stuff like that, because when you have like a whole bunch of separate movies and they culminate in a big movie, it's just like a tie-up movie almost. So you got 10 movies and you tie it up with Avengers, the full Avengers.
Yeah. You gotta.
Yeah.
But if y'all want to put him at 5, I see him and Idris, they're about tit for tat. So I don't have a problem with it being at 5.
I think he's at a young age. He's like 30. I'd say Idris is closer to 40. In such a short time, he's made a few phenomenal movies where if you like, oh, okay, Michael B. Jordan, I've heard him in that one. I'm going to watch that. And I would watch it again. Like I was watching Creed 2, maybe 3 weeks ago now. Watched it like it was the first time I'd seen it.
But they're coming out with another one, and it's gonna be trash. Cause, bro, what else can you do? Like, literally,
like third one. Really?
Yeah, it's another one coming out. Apparently, I just saw, bro. What else is there to do?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who are you gonna fight?
Hold on, Vanny. It's different though. Like we're talking about the actor. We're not talking about the whole movie in general. About like that has to do with other. That has to do with other people.
He's a better actor than Sylvester Stallone. But Sylvester Stallone did a better job in that role than he did himself. Sylvester Stallone and Rocky versus Michael B. Jordan and Creed. First of all, Sylvester Stallone and Creed was good. So he was good in both movies.
I'm just saying classics are classics, so you don't touch classics. Like imagine if they try to redo Training Day with Michael B. Jordan as Denzel Washington.
Okay, they just tried to do. They did. That's what they did with Creed.
I'm saying. Like, that's why you're just like you don't touch Training Day because. That's like.
Oh yeah, well you can't. There's things in Training Day.
That's like the same thing with like.
I feel that. So he is at 5. So Michael B. Jordan, we have put him at 5. I'm cool with that. Y'all obviously cool with that. So all right. So here's the next one. Oh, I love this one. This is gonna be fun. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep, I saw him coming into this.
He had to.
I'll be the first to tell you, I don't think I have watched one Leonardo DiCaprio movie ever. Like, I've never watched Titanic.
Kill yourself.
That y'all can. The Great Gatsby, I never watched it for some reason.
Wolf of Wall Street?
I still haven't watched Wolf on Wall Street, and I'm tripping on that one. I've been telling myself to watch that for the last like 3-4 years.
Really?
Oh my gosh!
I feel like I failed you as a friend.
Like
that. I think like from what I always hear. He's been a really great actor that has never reaped the benefits of is it an Oscar for acting?
He's the Carmelo.
He got one. He finally got one.
He's the Carmelo of acting.
Don't do that.
Carmelo of
shut
acting.
up.
Listen to what
Vandy.
I say this.
Vandy.
Carmelo in basketball, Carmelo is one of the most respected players in the history of basketball. Even okay. If you don't like Carmelo, he's the Charles Barkley of acting.
No.
Yes, Charles Barkley is one.
No.
He did everything.
Leonardo
A ring, bro.
No. DiCaprio is on some. If Kobe and Jordan never win a ring, top shit, or just won one ring, top shit.
I just gave you two Hall of Famers that we respect that never won rings.
No, but the statuses of Hall of Famers. Like Charles Barkley isn't.
You had it's like how Kobe only won one MVP. Come on now.
Okay. You can
bullshit.
Okay, no, that's a good one. I was doing that. Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? So he's like Kobe only winning one MVP. It just don't make sense to you because
never should have happened.
It's all the time you hear, damn, he's such a great actor. From Titanic to The Wolf on Wall Street, to Gatsby. What's the one he did in the forest with the bear? That one. Huh?
The Revenant?
Yeah, I think he won the Oscar for that one, didn't it?
I believe so.
But he should have won one for Inception.
Hold on.
He should have. Oh my!
I'm gonna let y'all get it off because this is my favorite actor. So I'm gonna just let y'all know that off. Real. This is number one. He's number one.
Facts.
It's number one, no question.
Facts.
Number one, no question.
Facts.
Let me tell you why. See, I pulled up the list of movies. I've seen them, but I just wanted y'all to make sure I got it. Everything.
Facts.
Let's start with Titanic.
Damn. Joe won Oscar for that.
Gangs of New York. Y'all probably, I don't know if y'all have seen Gangs of New York or not. It's long. AF. Banger. Catch Me If You Can. Banger.
Damn.
The Departed. Banger. Blood Diamond. Banger. J. Edgar. Banger.
Inception.
Django. He was in Django. Banger. Great Gatsby.
Wait. Harold. You never watched Django?
I watched Django.
So you've seen
He's in that bitch.
He's in it. He's a white dude.
I completely forgot about it, and he wasn't the main character. The main character was Jamie Foxx. So, like, that's why
he had a high supporting role though.
Oh, he definitely did. I remember who he was. He was a slave master. But what I'm saying is that like the main character was
Damien. Yeah, I feel it. I don't know.
Nah, bro, we're not gonna get stuck on this.
Hold on. I'm not done. I wasn't done. The Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is actually a really, really good movie.
Yep.
And I'm so excited. I just now see it. He set up to play Theodore Roosevelt in the new Roosevelt movie. I don't know what that's gonna look like, but
he's in it, so it's gonna be good. He's in Shutter Island also. Like, bro, he is one. He's one. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's one. Like,
he was J. Edgar Hoover. I don't know if I already said that one, but like that was a great movie. Like, bro, he was Romeo and Juliet, and I forgot about this one because I didn't go down long enough. He did The Basketball Diaries, which is a great movie. I wouldn't say like a basketball heavy. Well, it is a basketball heavy movie, but it's not like a Hoop Dreams or something like that. Like, they ain't really.
Okay.
Nah, bro, I'm not talking about it anymore. He's one. Like, what are we talking about still?
As many movies as you can name for Leo. Come on, man. That's Denzel.
I promise you, Leo is one.
Catchphrase to where if someone say my man's, you instantly think about Denzel. So
bro, if somebody says, I'm not leaving, we already know who that is. That's Leo, right? We're off rip. If they say, I'm not leaving, or they start doing it, like, bro, we know Leo has that same to me.
See, the reason why also Harold is saying Denzel's one also, because again, like he just said, he hasn't watched that many Leo movies. So that's fine for him to say that, which I understand that in that part.
I can't.
But bro, Harold, if you watch it, you be like, damn, bro, he is one. He clearly won. And you should be like, damn, he should have more Oscars.
But better than Denzel.
Yes.
Equalizer.
Confidently
listen, Equalizer, Training Day, Man on Fire, Flight, American Gangster. Got to run that back 3 times because I don't think about it. Malcolm X, Fences. I don't even know Inside Man. Equalizer 2.
Oh, Inside Man was fire. Inside Man was fire. I like it.
Remember the Titans. Make sure they remember the night we played the Hey, man, come on now. You talk Deja Vu? Man, John Q, The Hurricane, 2 Guns. I mean, come on now. This is Denzel. Safe House, The Bone Collector. I mean, this is, bro, Phelan, The Taking of Phelan 1, 2, 3.
Give me Leo.
He Ray Allen daddy.
Give me Leo.
He Jesus Shuttlesworth daddy. Antoine Fisher. I am not done.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, gosh, bro. Like, I'm just looking. Don't stop.
Bro.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, bro. Harold, like Harold, I can't respect what you're saying now, though, because you haven't seen his movies.
It don't stop though. All I'm saying is I'm not saying that Leo's not a great actor. Personally, I will go back and I will watch movies of his. I'm not putting him over.
Please. Thank you.
Just start with Inception. Just start.
And you'll be
if you
dumbfounded.
start with that, you don't really need anything else. But you can go back and watch Blood Diamond. Well, Catch Me If You Can is probably
It's a classic too.
My favorite Leo movie. I love that movie. It was him and Tom Hanks.
Bro, he finessed.
But
Yeah,
then,
he finessed.
I love his characters. Honestly, love his characters.
Wolf of Wall Street
movies, bro. Like Jordan Belfort, like he did that crazy. Calvin Candy and Django. Oh,
yeah.
Bro.
Harold, his roles in each of his movies, in like Scary Movies and Shutter Island and all those, like, bro, his roles are so different in each movie, but he does them so fucking well, perfectly, like he fucking lived it. Like it makes no sense how he's such great. He's one. He's one.
Same thing, but
but Denzel all has kind of like it's all kind of the same. If you catch what I'm trying to say,
I will agree.
But I'm not going.
It's supposed to the same position, like acting roles.
Man on Fire, like Inside Man, The Equalizer. They were all different in their own way, but they all are kind of the same stoic
role.
Like he's like on a mission to find something, stop somebody. And
Deja Vu, same
bro. The Blood Diamond, he was in Sierra Leone, like doing that stuff. Shutter Island, he was in. It was in a scary like vibe. Inception, he was like a
Wolf of Wall Street,
like Great Gatsby. He does so much more. Not saying Denzel can't do much more, but he does more.
And Harold also. I mean, just look at this, like Deja Vu and The Equalizer. Yes, those are two completely movies, but you kind of have to see like they're kind of like the same role of what he's doing.
Hey, you know how you always get mad at me for leaving out a word in text? You definitely left out a word in text.
I heard it, but I was going to say that.
What I said?
Two different movies. You said they're two totally movies. Left out. I just want you to know that. But it's cool. I just have to call you on it. And if you go back and watch the recording when he posts it, when you see it, you're going to be like, you know what, Harold, you right. But what I'm going to do.
Freeze, though?
No, you just skipped the word.
Oh, damn.
You took a breath.
Shit happens.
All right, so.
Oh, listen,
I say he's one. I think he's
before you continue, I'm a concede. It's 2 against 1. He can be number 1. I just disagree. I think Denzel is number 1, but I definitely understand because Leo is a phenomenal actor. But hey, here's what I'll say. Jordan, when he got all his accolades, you know, they still say he the GOAT. But when Kobe gets slighted, he's second or third. So you know what I'm saying? Depending on these LeBron fans out here. So, hey, that's all I'll say right there in my comparison because I know Leo is a really great actor because no one's going to talk about you that much getting shafted for winning an Oscar if you're not a great actor. So I would never disrespect him and say he's not a great actor. But, yeah. So I can see he can be number 1. He can be number 1. But personally, Denzel is still number 1 in my books. But I could put him at like 2 or 3 depending on who else you name.
Who's 2 or 3?
Because I said, no, I'm saying like depending on who else y'all name, I could see Leo being like 2 or 3. Because I mean, a lot of people will argue Tom Hanks is probably the greatest Caucasian actor out.
Nope. All right. So basically, whenever he said Denzel the first name,
I don't agree with it, but a lot of people would argue it.
Whenever he said Denzel the first name, again, Leo was a name I was thinking like he could be better if he were to say the name. But yeah, Denzel's 2, Leo 1. Though I don't think we'll be moving though from that position.
But so right now, after I guess 6, we have Leo at 1. We have Denzel at 2. At 5, we have Michael B. Jordan. At 6, we have Idris Elba. At 7, we have Tom Hardy. And at 9, we have Ryan Reynolds. All right, so next up, Will Ferrell. Now, this one's a tough one because he ain't really done any like crazy like.
He's just a funny guy.
Roles, but every funny movie that but there's not too many that he's missed on in my opinion. Like, Elf.
I know it's Talladega Nights and
the other guys, bro. Like we could go through so many.
Step Brothers, yeah.
That's crazy how I just said that 3 times. It's cool.
Did you?
I swear none of us heard you say that.
I believe none of y'all heard it because y'all didn't respond, but I said Step Brothers 3 times.
Semi-Pro,
Oh,
Blades of Glory. Dude, bro. And this is why, and don't forget, we can't forget Anchorman before we get into this.
We can't do what?
Forget Anchorman.
Oh, okay.
So, like, for me, I
could put Will Ferrell at 4. I still could.
So here's my question. So y'all said just a minute ago that Denzel doesn't basically like
True.
a lot of
different roles. I see what you're saying.
A lot of his roles are the same. Only listen, he's only a funny person. He's not a diverse actor like that.
Whoa. I'm sorry. Yeah, Will Ferrell, bro, is a very, very diverse actor.
What has he done other than comedy? Because I couldn't name you one.
Well, he's done serious, like more serious movies, but I'm not even talking about that. Just in the comedy realm, he is diverse, bro. He did Elf, which that character is totally different than Anchorman, and that character is totally different than what he played in Old School. And that, like, they're funny movies, so I feel like we put them together. But you can't tell me Elf and Talladega Nights are the same person, the same role.
Harold. I see what you're saying.
One's supposed to be for kid, Elf, and then Talladega Nights or Step Brothers or it's going away from me. Y'all said it already. But basically the other ones are like, Anchorman, thank you. Those are more adult films, so he's gonna be as raw as possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I sat down with Anchorman, and it's like raw. Like watch Step Brother, it's raw. You know what I'm saying? Elf is gonna be a little more pulled back because it's a Christmas time, more of a kid movie because he's supposed to be an elf, Santa Claus, all that is Christmas. Relates around kids, so they couldn't go too raw with it. But like I don't think. Again, if you're gonna use that on Denzel, where he's not as diverse, when we know Denzel is pretty well versed, when you use it in the argument against him and Leo, I'm not putting Will Ferrell higher than 4. Honestly, I could put him at 5 and slide back Michael B. Jordan and Idris Elba to 6 and 7.
All right, Harold. So let me explain the difference right there. Leo in all those movies was great in each movie. So Will Ferrell, you're right. His roles to me, yeah, they're very similar. Like what he has to do, like similar to what we're trying to compare it to Denzel and Leo. The difference though, in each part though, he played it so well. It was just great movies. Yeah, that's the difference. Where Michael B. Jordan might have different roles, like different things that he has to do. At the same time, dude, you didn't think those were great performances. Like Talladega Nights, you're just like, bro, that was an amazing movie. Like Anchorman, like Step Brothers, you're just like, that is a hilarious. He did a great job. Like you left knowing that.
I know.
That's just the difference.
I know I'm gonna get murdered for this. I have a friend who will like hype up a movie so much that by the time you watch it, if it's not how it was, like from how he saw it, it's not that funny. So like I watched Step Brothers probably like 2 years ago. And
that was stupid.
Yeah. My friend overhyped it so much for me that it wasn't as funny as it should have been. Because I think if he would not have hyped it up or told me some of the funnier parts or things like that, watching it through for the first time would have been like, you know what, that is pretty funny. But he overhyped it to get me to watch it, and it killed the movie for me. Like, it was funny, but the way that he overhyped it kind of messed up that movie for me. So I'm not taking anything. It was funny, but it wasn't. Damn, I got cramps. My face hurt. Laughing at it, funny.
Ooh, time out. This just hit me though. No, you're good. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's kind of crazy that you said that, but I will probably bump Will Ferrell actually back to probably 5 or 6.
Yeah,
because him and again, I forgot what the other actor is in Step Brothers and Talladega Nights. What's his name again?
John C. Reilly.
Yeah, those two did another one with like them trying to be like Sherlock Holmes, whatever it was.
Oh yeah, no, it was Sherlock Holmes, I don't think it was called Sherlock Holmes, but it was Sherlock Holmes.
Like that was easily the worst movie I have ever seen in my entire life.
It didn't.
So
hit.
You might have to.
It didn't hit, but here's the thing about it that I thought was like, it was so stupid. It was funny. Like I was like,
No, nothing was funny about it.
But I like found myself like, like you know how when somebody tell you something you don't want to laugh, you trying to, and then you see you're like, ooh, that's kind of funny, and like, bro, it was itching. I just kind of gave in. But here's another thing about Will Ferrell that I feel like we should bring up. Will Ferrell is also an amazing like improv actor. So like Saturday Night Live.
Oh, true. He kills that.
Like that's like the camp. Like I forgot about the campaign. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying about his roles. They're all comedic roles, but I feel like he has to do something different. So like in the campaign,
he's really good in them, except for
like he makes
Sherlock Holmes.
Not necessarily believe. He makes me not believe he's the character, but I get so into the movie because I'm laughing so much that I don't think about like, oh man, like he ain't really acting like this or whatever. Like like the whatchamacallit, like the campaign, bro. I was crying laughing because I was like, this is the funniest. Like him doing like a country voice and all that stuff was just hilarious to me. So with that being said, I heard I put him at 5.
5 or 6.
Okay,
but
so
Michael B. Jordan, Idris, none of them are above him though.
Okay, so that means he'd be at 4. Or
no,
so,
like he's at 5. He's at 5.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Close to 7.
Okay, got it.
Again, all I'm saying is it's real funny and convenient how y'all use that. Well, Denzel, he kind of basically plays the same role when it came to Leo, but when it come to Will, it ain't the same. That's all.
He plays the same
but we're not putting Will though above Denzel.
I don't care.
Nor do I think they play the same. He plays the same role every time. So it's more of that. I don't agree with that than
Denzel doesn't play the same role every time though. That's what I'm saying. Like
I think he makes the same movie consistent. Like to me, like it's different things in the movie, but it's like there's no. It's kind of like the same character in those movies. Will Ferrell makes comedy movies, but he's a different character in each of those movies, which makes me.
I see what you're saying, Harold. But I promise you, if you watch Leo, Inception, Wolf of Wall Street, Revenant.
Nothing to do with Leo. It has nothing to do with Leo.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if you go watch him, though, and just see how different he is in each role, you'll be like, damn, I see what they're talking about now.
It's just I need you to keep that same energy for Will that you have for Denzel.
Oh, I do. That's why I said I don't think like I just disagree with the point you're making that he plays different roles or that Denzel plays different roles. Like yes, he has over the course, but think about it. Even in Remember the Titans, he was the stoic, strong dude. In Glory, kind of the stoic, strong guy. When you move up, like he has some like some to him, but he's still the stoic, strong dude at the end of the day. Like that's just what it is. So I love Denzel. I'm not trying to like slight him in any way, but I just think that's where I lay. So
I feel like I'm keeping the same energy.
Yeah,
I don't personally, but it's fine. I mean, we're not here to argue the type of energy y'all keep.
All right. So, next on the list, Mr. Will Smith.
Waiting for this.
I was waiting on that because he was the person that I said that y'all could argue for number 1 over Denzel.
Will Smith 3.
Yeah. How's he do it? Yeah. He's 3, bro. He's 3.
Will Smith 3.
Bro, like
that's again that goes back to the damn realm y'all were talking about. The whole because he can act a different person from
True. He can.
Let me get that. From Fresh Prince to The Pursuit of Happiness to I Am Legend.
Yeah, we never said that was
by Men in Black on a mission to do this, but again, like. I mean, it's only so many things you can do with movies. Hancock. I mean, like,
Harold.
7 pounds.
You had us, again, you had us till you said that.
Bro, Harold, you have to watch Leo's movies. Like, that's the only reason why you could understand what we're trying to say.
I'm not arguing Leo at all. All I'm saying is you put Leo over Denzel because of his acting, and because you're like, oh, each character he plays is different. But then when it comes to Will Ferrell, even though you didn't put him over Denzel, it's not talking about his range of acting. And so, like, it's like he plays the funny guy in every movie. Okay, that's basically what you said about Denzel. He plays the serious, strong-hearted, passionate
I don't think
killer.
Will does that. Like Will doesn't do that. Will doesn't do that though. To me,
I was talking about Denzel.
Oh, we on Will now.
Yes, Leo's movies are definitely variously like wide range. What I'm trying to say is how well he plays the role. It's not just because he plays like he could play different roles and be asked. He wouldn't be up there, but he plays those different roles and is golden in each role. Yeah. Will Smith though, he plays different roles and he's definitely good in each role.
But he's not like
he's not golden.
Concussion, it was just like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, he's not golden. Denzel though,
yeah.
Y'all gonna take? Listen, I will agree. The last few years, the movies that Will has come out with,
Aladdin. Come on now.
First of all, that wasn't his fault, and no one's ever gonna follow up Robin Williams' Genie. There will not be a better Genie than Robin.
I will go with that. Yeah, Robin Williams' Genie.
So he really just made that for shits and gigs because he wanted to check, and he was like, you know what, why not? I'll be the first to tell you, Aladdin is one of my favorite movies from my childhood. And there's no way on God's green earth I will ever watch that live action Aladdin movie again.
Yeah, but you will never catch Leo in a scenario like that.
Because now I will say that you'll never catch. There's not a single Leo movie to me that I'm just like, man, I ain't never gonna watch that one again.
Literally, never.
I will sit down and watch any Leo movie. I watched Blood Diamond. I had the DVD and I used to put it in the back of the Expedition when my mom had one. Bruh, that was the movie I watched to and from school. Like I would watch it. It would take me a week to watch the whole thing in the car. Like that, I love that whole bruh.
But again, also, Will wasn't the main character in there. He was more of a supporting character for Aladdin, who the movies.
But fine. You can say that, but you saw Django. Leo was dope in Django.
Huh?
I said you seen Django, and Leo was a really good supporting actor in Django.
Leo hits in every character, but for Will, like you have Ali, obviously really good. Bad Boys, all of those are good. iRobot. It's a good Will movie. I mean, I don't ever just be like, oh, let me turn on iRobot. But it's a good movie. Hitch was, to me, I liked Hitch. I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was cool. The Pursuit of Happiness, obviously. I Am Legend is good. He was in Anchorman too. I don't know if I remember his ESPN reporter.
7 pounds.
Harold.
Yeah. Suicide Squad.
7 pounds because you keep skipping over it.
Did I skip?
Yeah. He just said you're 7 pounds.
But
yeah, like the way he was acknowledging it made it seem like he hadn't seen it, which is why I was trying to see.
No. I've seen it. I just didn't hear you said it, and I skipped over it when I was reading because it was locked in between some movies that I was talking about.
Harold, it's not a confident 3. It honestly could go back and forth between 2 and 3 with him and Denzel. But I'm just saying 3 because
it could go back. It could go back there. It could.
It just hurts to put Denzel down another peg.
All right, I got an idea. Let's put Will at 3, and then I'll bring up the last 2, and we'll place them. And then that's it. Once we play, now that is a rule that I forgot to say at the beginning. Once all 10 are placed, that's it. That's the list. That's the list. Ain't no changing once we place all 10 of them. That's the list. All right. So, Will, we say 3 or 4?
3. Yeah, he's not touching 4. He's not touching 4.
Big Willie is at 3. All right, next. Number I guess second to last. Batman himself, Mr. Christian Bale.
I honestly can't think of another movie off the top of my head that Christian Bale is in, even though I know he's in other movies.
I'll give you. He was in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
He was in all 3. He was in Batman Begins, The Dark Knight.
And The Dark Knight.
And the one with Joker, or The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
He had the trilogy of the Batman movies. He's played in a couple of other films.
I think he's a really good actor.
Oh my goodness, it's a movie I think that he's in, and it was a fire movie. And if y'all haven't watched it,
I forgot. The Fighter. He's in The Fighter. I've seen The Fighter. It's a really good movie. The Big Short is also a really good movie.
Oh, he did play in
American Hustle.
Yeah.
Was a good movie. It was a good movie.
Wait. So is Will? Sorry, real quick though. Is Will Ferrell at 4? I mean, at 5 right now.
I believe so.
Will Ferrell.
I feel like push everybody back and put Christian Bale at 5.
Okay, I can honestly I'm cool with that. Like we ain't got to discuss that no more. Like I'm totally cool with that because just looking at his movies, he's one of my favorite people to watch, but it's not like I'm going to because okay, let me start over. I love Christian Bale because in his roles, he like really takes control of the role. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's Christian Bale. I'm gonna go like jump to see his movie. It's the role or the movie that I wanted to see. So like, Batman, he was a good Batman. So I wanted to see Batman. He just so happened to be really good at it. And then
who's that guy who played Joker?
Heath Ledger.
Yes, thank you.
That motherfucker, he's zero. That nigga, he put so much. He put his whole body into that movie. He was a phenomenal Joker.
He's the
I don't think I've ever seen
the best clown Joker to me.
Yeah, I mean, you can't touch that. But anyways,
Bro,
I'm good with 5.
Move off of Christian Bale because I think he was the actor in this movie. Vandy, you've probably seen it. I don't think that you've seen it. It's I just don't know if you've seen it. I'm gonna give it to Vandy because I know that he's like a media kind of person, so I feel like he's really watched it. It was based on a true story of a pilot that was smuggling drugs into the country.
That was Tom Cruise.
Yeah, that's Tom Cruise.
What's the name of the movie though?
If you in the
because it's not Tom Cruise.
Made in America or Made in USA or something.
My fault. It might be Tom Cruise.
It's Tom Cruise because I actually caught a little bit of it on TV.
Isn't it called Made in America or something?
No, it is Tom Cruise. It is.
He's flying planes and stuff because he I believe in the movie there's a scene where he sits down beside George W. Bush in the movie. So like it was pretty cool. But yeah, so right now Christian Bale is the.
You're right about that. You're right about that. It's Tom Cruise. I'm trying to find the name of the movie.
I feel I see how you can get that mixed up though. For sure they.
But yeah, I think Bale is probably 5. Push everybody back and just put him at 5.
Yeah, it's called American. It's called American Made. If you haven't watched that, bro, please go watch it.
Did I say that?
No, you said Made in America.
It's the same thing.
All right, just on that. Moving on, just on that. All right, so the last person we got, and I'm gonna say this: the last person we got, there was a late switch because of what somebody said, and so I always like to take audience participation.
But I want to know what the other one is though. But keep going.
Okay, so the original person was a guy by the name of Masha. Oh boy, I was gonna mess. Masha. Ali. I could say his name. He's one of my favorite actors too. I just can't pronounce his name. But he was in.
I can't pronounce it though. I can't enunciate.
Yeah, bro. No, like it's one of them because he's like an African guy, so it's not like a crazy name or anything, but it's just like a hard name to kind of get out. I think it's Mahershala Ali. That's what it is, Mahershala Ali, and he was in House of Cards, which if you watch that, black dude, love that. He was in The Green Book. He was in True Detective. He was Uncle Aaron in Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. Mouth got dry. He was Boggs in both the Hunger Games. So that's who it was supposed to be. But who it's gonna be is Mr. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
I like that one. So when you said it, it immediately was like, oh, yeah, let's run it.
I got to be honest with you, dude.
Don't do it.
And it's gonna go back to that spectrum that we was talking about. Jamie got that. He got a wide spectrum of what he can play, bro.
Oh,
he got a rip.
He in his bag. He's in his bag.
Harold.
No, I agree.
But where do you place him, Harold? Where do you place him, Harold?
I agree.
I'm gonna place him at 4. I'm moving everybody.
All right. Cool.
And you got up 2 to get 4. You got him at 2 over Denzel and Will. Ooh, that's interesting because, I mean.
What? Let me start.
You gotta be joking, right?
Nope. Let me start. He was also in Ali. Did a fantastic job. He was in Any Given Sunday, Esteeming, Willie Beeman. He was in the Players Club. He was in Booty Call. So he was in Living Color too. I don't know if y'all watched that. So he did all the black classics, right?
I don't remember him in Living Color. You talking
Bro, what
about
do you mean you don't remember In Living Color? He was hey, if you would have said that, I would have remembered his character. But he was like his biggest character was like this. He played like a female, dressed up in the dress and stuff. But hold on, let me keep going. So he did all the black classics, right? Then he was like, man, I can do some more acting.
You forgot to say in
He did Ray.
you just mentioned, the Jamie Foxx show. Like,
No, I was gonna get to that. I was separating. I was going movies first. So we lost it looks like.
No, sorry. I'm here. I'm looking at something.
he shuts off his camera every now and then. He's done it like 4 times.
All right, so when he started, it was like, I'm gonna do some real movies. Some movies that are more Hollywood. He did Ray. He did Miami Vice. He did Dreamgirls. He did Law Abiding Citizen, which I really did enjoy. He did Horrible Bosses.
Horrible Bosses is pretty funny.
Bro,
yeah,
I would
White House Down. And then he was Django. Like, let's not forget. That was Django.
He is Django.
That was Django. Like,
man.
He was in Baby Driver, did a fantastic job. And Just Mercy. And I'm gonna go back to Ray. Just go back to Ray. Bro, he was Ray Charles. That was Ray Charles. That was Ray Charles. And so I'm putting him at 2. He's my 2. No, I'm not even gonna argue. I'm just gonna sit back and cross my leg like an old man.
That's a tough call because it's really hard for me to put someone over Denzel.
I enjoy Jamie Foxx movies more than Denzel movies. I said it. Yes, wow. I said it. I enjoy Jamie Foxx movies more than I enjoy Denzel Washington movies. I said it.
Dang.
I said it. Yes, I put it out there on wax, on camera. Okay. I might not get no subscribers from it, but I did it.
There's no way. Like I can't think I don't think you're serious.
All right, well, let me point on this because right now I'm stuck between 2 and 4 because Vandy made
my favorite movie. By the way, let's mention that Leo's my favorite actor, but Django's my favorite movie, and Leo is in Django, so that kind of equals out. But
I'm stuck between 2 and 4 because he made an excellent point for him, and I mean. He's a really talented actor. If you said 4, I'm not mad at it because I
enjoy more Jamie Foxx movies.
So like
see to me, he's not beating Denzel. So literally to me, it's literally between is he better than Will Smith or not?
I enjoy more Jamie Foxx movies than I have enjoyed Will Smith movies. I mean Django. I enjoy. First of all, we can just start from the movies from the top. Just Mercy, I really enjoyed that movie.
I really enjoyed Just Mercy. He acted his tail off in
Baby Driver was another movie I actually really, really liked. I really like Baby Driver.
What's that movie called where Jimmy a musician or like a secret musician?
I forgot about the one where he was playing. Oh
snap! Something happened.
He was playing, who was he playing in that movie? The Soloist, that's what it was. And he was with Adrian Brody, who played in Cadillac Records. The white dude from Cadillac Records, if y'all ever seen that.
No, I've never seen it. But, I mean, also, Jamie was the manager in Dreamgirls, I'm pretty sure.
Dang, what the heck happened?
But yeah, he was. And let's not forget, he also is a great just comedic actor. He's a great stand-up comedian. And he was in Spider-Man 2, The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He was Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. There's so many things that – wait, hold on.
He has such a –
Hold on.
wide range.
Hold on. Have y'all seen A Million Ways to Die in the West?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
Okay, they said he was in it as Django. Now, I ain't never seen that, so I might have to go back and watch it to see that, but I don't remember. It was a hilarious movie, though, so I had to go watch it and see.
Why would it cross over like that? I'm confused.
Because it was a Western movie. I don't know.
Why would it?
So.
Hold on. Just sorry. Just side note, quick question.
Okay.
So, hold on.
Yeah, we can.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Just side note, quick question. So, y'all putting Jamie Foxx, Samuel L. Jackson. Y'all saying Jamie Foxx without a doubt.
Well, Samuel Jackson's on the list, so it doesn't really matter.
No, true. I'm curious.
I took the legends. I'm not necessarily legends, but like Denzel's a legend. But I feel like we've had enough Denzel to like he's made a big impact in our lives. Like with Training Day on, But like Samuel L. and Morgan Freeman, bro, they got like 3,000 roles, bro. You can't. Of course, to me, their like resume is gonna speak for itself.
No,
Just like for us, for what we've seen, what we grew up with, and like even if you go back, because I say for us, movies from like 85 to 90 and on, we can talk to because we've all seen those movies. So for me, Jamie Foxx
all right. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. What we haven't even thought about is the fact that Jamie Foxx is about to be Mike Tyson. Y'all remember that clip?
No. Like I've already said. I was literally about to say.
Did you hear the intro, bro? It's over. It's over. The intro for the
Jamie
movie
Foxx
is
is 3.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over, bro.
Jamie Foxx is 3.
Jamie Foxx is 2.
I don't know. It depends. It really depends.
On you, Harold. It's on you, Harold. I say 2. He say 3. It's on you.
It depends on how well he plays. It depends on how well he plays Mike Tyson because.
But we can't do that. We can't do that. It's 2.
We need your answer now.
Because here's the thing. Right now, I don't want to put him above Denzel, but then I will be going against my argument most of the show.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, it's crazy.
Right. I will. I'm gonna put him at. Damn.
Remember whose channel is it?
I'm gonna put him at 2 for now.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we friends. That's why we friends.
It's an asterisk by it. If he kills Mike Tyson, it's easy that he will Will out of the water because Will played a really good Ali. If he plays Tyson really well,
I'll help you out with that point. If he plays Mike Tyson well, he would have done something better than both Denzel and Will, and that's play a historical black figure better than him. And he would have done that twice. He played Ray better than Ali, or better than Will Smith played Ali, and better than Denzel played Malcolm X. If he does Mike Tyson, he'll do better than Will did in Ali, and it's gonna be better than Malcolm X. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Harold,
it's over with.
The way you just threw Denzel under the bus right there.
It's
you
over,
literally think,
son. I said what I said.
Jamie Foxx is better than Leonardo DiCaprio?
No.
Again, I can't speak. Listen. Here's what I'm saying, and I understand why you asked that because earlier I said what I said. However, to stick to the point that I have made for the entire Zoom call of, since y'all have brought it up, of a range of acting, Jamie Foxx plays a different person, a different role every time. Like, he can be serious. We all know he's funny. We all know he's funny. So basically, I'm sticking to my argument of the range. And again, I conceded on the Leonardo one because I haven't watched Leo to sit there and to make that argument. It is really crazy to think and be like, dang, is someone honestly better than Denzel? Because honestly, I don't think Denzel should have been put into this with the list that we made because he is one of those legends where we put him up there with Samuel and stuff like that. So, like, honestly, I would say that Denzel is a really tough one because he is that legend. But if I'm being true to my argument, which I kept asking y'all to be true to, it is going to have to be. It is going.
Oh, we were true.
So with that being said, here is the list. Now, mind you, this isn't necessarily like our top 10 actors. I just picked some from different categories, genres, and kind of threw them together. So before anybody starts hate, no, like Johnny Depp could be on this list, Samuel Jackson, like people like that could definitely, but that wasn't the point. So
I'm surprised he wasn't mentioned. Johnny Depp.
Starting with 10, we got Ryan Reynolds. Number 9 is Mr. Tom Hardy. That hurts.
That
Number
is
8 is Idris Elba. Number 7 is Michael B. Jordan. Number 6 is Mr. Will Ferrell. Number 5 is Christian Bale. Number 4 is Big Willie Smith. Number 3 is Mr. Denzel Washington. Yes, you heard that correctly. Number 2 is Jamie Foxx. And number 1 is the best actor to ever grace the planet Earth, Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio. And if you say something other than that, that's Caprio. And we out.
The big L.